Greetings everyone, and welcome to another Sorcery episode. Well, there is not much to add. We doing decent progress, I guess, although I feel I don't cover that much ground lately. But maybe this time we gonna explore more. But I'm curious about this hut which is here. Let's check it out. You approach the hut, squinting against the dust in hope of spotting any danger. It has wide windows and empty doorways, allowing the wind to whip right through. The wind gently swings the bell on the roof. You wait watching the hut to see if anything stirs inside, but no one moves. The hut seems deserted, nothing moves inside. You slip into the empty-seeming hut. I feel this will be a trap, it always is. You approach the hut and step inside. It is as silent as a tomb. You search the corners of the hut thoroughly and uncover 2 vials of potion, wrapped in a oily cloth. Blimberry, you slip quickly out of the hut once more. Oh, that wasn't really exciting, isn't it? Oh well. We have some more rations, and that's always good. You leave the hut and follow the path in the direction of Mampang. The sun begins to dip, heading towards the horizon. You must keep going. You follow the path all the way around the crater to the far side. An open path leads forwards and end up. The skyline is suddenly dominated by the looming spectre of Mampang. The wind picks up as the evening draws on. Spellbound by its presence, your eyes follow the lines of the citadel's walls. Gnarled spears twist upwards towards the sky as if in agonized prayers to the heavens. Sharp angles and jagged points protrude everywhere. Demonic gargoyles line the outside walls. You try to look away, but you cannot. It is as though the tower have gripped your eyes. The sight would be enough to break the courage of any brave soldier, and its effect on you is much the same. You feel a knot of fear bury itself in your stomach, where you cannot shake it. Despite shivering at the sight of the citadel, you feel yourself compelled to step forward. You clamber up the far slope of the crater until you are on the main road once more. The sun is sinking. It will be dark soon. There are most likely guards stationed with view over the pass. This is the only road into the citadel and is certainly to be guarded. Looking at the pass ahead, it would be best to try and cross under cover of darkness. You settle down to wait. The sun disappears behind the tall mountains and few stars appear between the peaks. Good thinking. You get to your feet once more. Night has settled around you. You creep forward into the narrow rock pass. This is the only corridor to Mampang. There is no other way. You make your way slowly forward as the narrow walls close in on either side. The sun disappears. You still your breath and listen for any moment, but hear only the wind whistling through the pass. In the darkness, you can make out little but the slight curve of the road and the mountain slopes that cut out the sky on either side. You grasp the rocks and try to climb, but it's too steep. You only manage to climb up a few feet before slipping back down. The pass lies open. There are no obvious traps and no ways around. The only way is forwards. You have cautiously along the shadowy pass. It is barely wide open enough for 2 horses to ride abreast, but the walls on either side loom high and threatening. Starlight pulls around you. There is magic here. Looking upwards, you see the cliff edges look smoother somehow, as though lost rocks have been moved away from the cliff edge. I think using sense danger here might be a clever way to go, actually. You tune the starlight into alignment around you, quite the voice enters your mind. There is a danger ahead and above. You must make yourself safe. A word spoken, the enchantment fizzles away. Looking ahead you can see a little. You pace silently along the narrow path. The end of the path is almost in sight. It is very dark down here, the night sky a thin strip of blue above. Glancing up you see a dancing light a short distance ahead. Guards! They are above you, staring down into the pass on the cliff tops. A small fire crackles behind them, but the light does not reach the bottom of the pass. Oh, they're looking for me. You crouch in the heavy nighttime shadows and sneak along. A long guard stands above but does not see you. You leave the guards behind as you reach the end of the pass. You follow the path between sharp peaks. The moon is high, and then the pass opens and provides you with your first clear view of the citadel's gate. After 20 days of walking and hardship, you have arrived. Mampang. Even from here you can see flocks of birdmen circling the towers, watching the ground below. The pass ahead is lined with guards. The citadel is clearly on high alert. The serpent's message has got through, it seems. Stars turn into empty air above you. You take a moment to drink in the sight. Mampang's walls are towering and they march away on either side. Guard turrets jutting against the pitch-black sky. The fortress is the size of a small city, and somewhere inside is the crown of kings. The gates are sealed for the night, but perhaps you can find a way to sneak inside. Well, in this side there is absolutely nothing. There is some path here, and I have no clue where this is going, but this might be something which doesn't even consider the game. Oh, I did not see this passage here. It seems like this might be a way to go, because there is a small grass patch here. We definitely couldn't make out this way, but I want to check the doors, and I think this is the best shot we can have to go in. Let's do so. You follow the path past the main gate and around the carving stone wall of the fortress. The moon moves slowly across the dark sky. The path opens out here into a wide plateau. Directly beneath a guard turret. Under the cover of darkness you should be able to make your way without being noticed. You follow the path further along the curve of the mountainside. Far below, a river rushes at the foot of the deep chasm that opens 2 steps to your left. You look down into the chasm. Stone black water rushes far beneath, tearing through the underground chasm that square out the mountain's roots like the rot in the old man guns. The side gate is no main entrance, but it is still impressively large. You lift your eyes to the wall of fortress built from blocks of stone of a size you haven't seen since the ruined steps down into the backlands. They must have been carried and laid by enchantments. No creature could have assembled them on the edge of this precipice with such a narrow space to work. At the end of this path, a side gate is set into the wall. You turn your attention back from the gate and scan over to wall handholds, but with each block so large there are no enough crevices to climb. And the wall is high as well, tall enough to keep out prying eyes of a giant. The path follows the chasm egg. Avoiding the watchful eyes of the birdmen circling above the ramparts, you sneak towards the door. The side gate is much smaller than the main gate and is probably used for patrols. The moon sets, more stars appear. You approach the door, sizing it up. It seems solid enough. You would not be able to smash it open even if you could do so silently, and there is and there does not seem to be a lock. It must be buried on the other side. There are no Swine elders to give you free pass into this walled city. There is a stone overhang over the doorway. You could preach there, but it wouldn't be high enough to climb over the wall. I think the spell to opening doors could work just fine here. However, since this is a sorcerer which expects me, I would expect he actually put some counter spell on these doors. Climb up to overhang. Also, what the turn back would do. Would it let me go this way? And the left? Let's climb up on the overhang. You pull yourself up onto the ledge above the door. It is only wide enough to support you and will take some balance to stay up. You wait. Nothing happens. I could knock on the door and try to just bash in. This is some Splinter Cell next level. Shit, honestly. You swing to the flat of your longsword downwards and there is a responding thump. From behind the door you hear some muttering and cursing as footsteps approach. You hear the bar behind lifted. Oh man, look at his weapon. Damn, this does some piercing armor when going through you. If this goes through the body, you are fucked. Straight fucked. You stay silent as the door opens and Black Elf in patchwork armor pokes her head out. Seeing no one, she steps through the doorway looking behind bushes and around the corner. Should I drop on her? I mean, dropping seems like a nice way, but sleeping down seems like way safer way to go. Let's sleep down. You drop silently, the guard still searching behind the bushes. Knock the guard out. Now, if I do that, that seems like right thing to do, right? But I feeling when she wake up, eventually, she gonna alert everyone that something happened. So maybe sleeping into the door without being noticed seems a better way to go. Like a shadow, you slip into the doorway. You bolt the door behind you. Breathing inside of relief, you have made it inside Mampang. Except there are two surprised guards standing a few feet away from you. There is no time for anything but your sword. The three of you all stare at each other, in shock for a moment. Then spring into action, you suffer a deep cut on your shoulder. As the first guard lands a lucky blow, but you square him for his trouble. One guard is left standing. Let's do this. You kept up the momentum with a blow that could shatter a bone. You cut into your opponent. You cut the guard down. 3 stamina lost. Competent combat. I could probably lose less stamina, but I think this is good enough just to keep going. I think this is fair enough for me. Yeah, let's just move on. You sheath your longsword, studying your breath. The door rattles as the guard locked outside complains to be let in. You dash for the doorway and then gasp with relief. You are inside. We made it. Oh my god, we actually made it. This is a small side yard, with further walls between it and the bulk of Mampang, but it is still inside the citadel. The shadow of Mampang falls over you like a cloak. It is as though the sun itself has dimmed, and you feel suddenly more cold and alone than ever before. You close your eyes and murmur a prayer. It seems the fox is still with you, but more quiet now. But instead, a woman's voice in your head whispers, "Good luck," before fading into the murmur of waves. You have entered the citadel of Mampang. Here, no decision can be revoked. Oh my god! Fuck! This is awful! I honestly feel way less safer now. No doubt about that. Oh man, I guess this is the perfect moment to split it up. I don't want to just rush in now because I gonna need to honestly think twice before I gonna do anything. This is nothing but a small enclosure between the barracks and smaller outer gate. It is most likely used for training, exercise, and the like. A small fire crackles in the central brazier and a few guards sit around. Oh man. Well, the game became way harder now. My question is if I fail. If I die, let's say. Will I restart from this place? Because if so, this will be okay enough. But if the game forces me to start all over, that will be a tough question for me, because should I like each time before I start recording, will I be like forced to go all the way here again and just then continue? Because this seems a bit counterproductive, because I would need like spend, I don't know, hour. I don't. If I definitely at least an hour if I want to like speedrun and get all stuff I have now. If I would go just here with not getting any stuff, that probably would be faster. I don't know. I honestly don't. I guess we're gonna see. I might just end this series if I actually gonna die suddenly. I think this is... We'll see. We'll see. I mean, on the other hand, this leaves for you guys an option to actually play it for yourself if I fail without getting the crown. That you can see the ending by yourself. But maybe it won't be that bad. I mean, look. The entrance is right here. I have 12 stamina left. If I'm gonna be lucky, without pushing my luck and exploring, I might be able to get here and at least die somewhere here, in front of this evil sorcerer. I don't know. We'll see. So much questions I have for myself, for the game. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you did as usual. I'm gonna see you in more Sorcery next week. For now, stay safe and farewell.